Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy, the Six Figure Tutor. Check it out. I got a really cool video, guys, for you here today. But again, if you guys get any value from this video, from this channel at all, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. We're a new channel. I'm trying to give you guys the best value for growing your tutoring center, for starting it, growing it, or scaling it, primarily through social media marketing and other ways that I've done with my own company. So it's really, really cool. And I know for a fact that we're going to be the #1 YouTube channel to help start, grow, and scale your tutoring company. So hit that subscribe button. Make sure you get notified for the next videos because I try to drop right now at least one a week. Eventually, I'm going to bump up that number and try to pump out a bunch of value for you guys. So in this video, what I want to talk about is a really cool little strategy that you can do at a low budget to start growing a retargeting audience. Now, what is a retargeting audience? So a retargeting audience is an audience of people who have already come into contact with your brand somehow. They've seen an ad, they visited your website, they've interacted with your brand somehow, and now they're a warm audience. So cold audience means that somebody sees your ad or hears about you or hears about what you can do, and they've never ever heard about you before. They don't know who you are, they don't like you yet, they don't trust you yet. So retargeting is so important. And so think of it this way. Have you ever gone to Amazon and you look at, I don't know, a flower pot or something, and you're thinking about buying it, but then you don't. And then you go onto Facebook and there's an ad that says, hey, come back and get this flower pot, or don't miss out on this deal, or you forgot to, add this thing to check out and actually buy it. What they're doing is they're actually retargeting you. So there's multiple ways to do it. I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible, something that's actionable, something that you can actually do today to get started, because retargeting is incredibly valuable, and it's something that you should always be doing in your business, because what it does is it keeps your company, your brand, your tutoring, whatever it is that you do, in front of your audience forever, right? Because once they hear about you, once they see you or come in contact with you, they're not always ready to pull the trigger, right? Again, they don't know you yet, they don't like you yet, and they don't trust you. And until they know, like, and trust you, they're not going to buy from you. So that's why retargeting is so important. But a lot of people come to me and say, hey, Richard, I don't have a retargeting audience yet. So I'm going to kind of explain the broad overview of this thing here, as you can see up here. And then I'm actually going to try to show you how to actually do that. And so you can do it in your business today. So cool. So what we got here is, I already previewed this. So what you're going to do is you're going to run 2 Facebook campaigns to cold audience, right? You're going to run an engagement campaign to try to gather a bunch of engagement on that ad, and you're going to do VVs for video view. So you're going to run a video view campaign to a Facebook ad, right? So 2 of these campaigns, you can run them at, $5 a day each, or whatever your budget is. The cool thing about Facebook is you can do it at a really low budget. Just one thing that I always say is, the #1 mistake that people make when they advertise is they don't spend enough money because they're scared, or they don't run it for long enough. I mean, they'll run it for a couple days, they'll spend $30, they'll get no results, and they'll say, Facebook doesn't work, I just burned $30. I could have went down the street and bought a beer for that or something, right? But that's not how it works. I mean, I would calculate out, what are you comfortable with? Make sure that you're okay with throwing the money away, right? Because when you advertise, you're always gaining something. Even if you don't gain a customer this month, you're gaining a bunch of data, retargeting audience. There's so many things that go along with that advertising dollar that it's so important that you continuously do it. So for example, let's say you say, you know what, I can do $150 this month, right? That's $5 a day for 30 days. So structure your campaigns around $5 a day, right? But make sure you can do it for 30 days, right? Especially when I'm retargeting, I don't even look at is it making me money, or does it give me an ROI? When I'm retargeting, I don't even look. I look at it once a month, make sure the stats look good. If there's one ad that's really underperforming, I take it out and I replace it. But I don't really look at it, because I know the job of a retargeting ad, right? That thing is just gonna really build my brand and build my brand. So check it out. You're running an engagement campaign from Facebook and also a video view campaign. You're running it to an ad. Obviously, to do a video view campaign, it has to be a video ad. So you have to have a video. If you don't have a video made or something, what I actually did, I actually went to a conference a couple years ago in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, by a guy named Chris Record. And someone there, I met someone in the audience, and they had said something really cool. They're like, look, this is how you can make a really, really cool video, is every single day, like let's say you're tutoring or whatever it is you're doing, you just take 3-second clips. You just pull out your phone, right? You pull out this thing right here. You pull out your phone, and you just pan it for 3 seconds, right? And then boom, you're done. That video thing's done. After a while, you have all these cool clips, all these 3-second clips that you can put together and actually end up making a really, really cool video. And I actually did that, and I applied that concept. If I have time, I'll actually show you guys at the end what my video kind of looks like. But I did that, and it's a really cool little simple video. Threw all those clips together, and it came out really well. It's a really, really cool thing. So yeah, then you're gonna have a Facebook ad, which in order to do a video view campaign, it has to be a video, okay? If you don't, you can do the same concept just without video views. And then you're gonna run those ads to this, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna get really, really cheap engagement, and you're gonna get really, really cheap video views to the target audience that you're looking for, right? If you're looking for example, parents, right? Parents with kids, probably. Then parents with kids are gonna be watching your video and engaging with your video. Now, you're not looking for someone to call you up and get tutoring, right? That might happen, but most likely it won't. You're just trying to build up an engagement and video views. And then what you're gonna do after, I would say, 5 to 7 days of running this ad, you can then go create a video view audience, which means you can actually tell Facebook to start collecting a pool of people that have watched 50% or more of that video ad, right? And then you can also create an audience of people who are engaging with your Facebook page, engaging with your posts, engaging with that ad, right? And all those people are going to be put into like this group of people that you can then go and retarget those people with ads. So then you'd create another ad that's a retargeting ad. You'd plop these audiences in there, and then you can run ads to it. You can run FAQ ads to them. What are frequently asked questions that your audience always asks? Like, how does the tutoring work? Is it online or in person? Stuff like that, right? Excuse me. You can run lead magnet campaigns to these people, because oftentimes when you retarget, your metrics, everything's going to be cheaper because these people have heard of you already, right? That's the beautiful part of retargeting. You're trying to warm them up with this stuff and then retarget them. Lead mags, so you can collect their emails and start building that email list, which if you're not building an email list, you need to be. Your offer, right? Literally, you can retarget these people now with an offer. Hey, has your child been struggling in XYZ? Why don't you give me a call? Or, why don't you set up a free consultation and let us see if we can kind of help your kid? I know right now things are really tough with the whole economic situation. The world is like up in shambles. We got distance learning, we got all this stuff that's going on right now. Like, let's see if we can help, right? Boom, give us a call. My number is blah. Blog posts, right? If you have a website and you have a blog on it, it's really cool because you can drive traffic to your blog posts. They'll get value out of it. Be like, hey, this tutor or this person's really, really knowledgeable. They're really cool. And then they might even poke around your website, find your number, give you a call. And so it's a really cool way to do that as well, and then give them value, right, etc. The retargeting thing, it goes on and on and on and on forever, right? You can have so many cool retargeting things going on, which is really, really awesome. So cool. So this is like the broad overview, right? So how do you actually apply that? So I'm just in a test Facebook account here. What you do is you come in here and you click create, right? And then you have all these different ad objectives, right? What we're talking about today is engagement and video views, right? So I'll do, for example, I'll do the video views for you one. It's going to be the same exact thing for the engagement, guys. So I'm going to show you guys how to do one, and then maybe I'll show you how to start the other one. So we got video views, right? And then so what I would do is I would label this bad boy video views, and then I would label it like, whatever your video is, like let's say tutoring video or something, right? Whatever it is, just try to name it so you know exactly what you're marketing right away. So this is Auctions fine. Video views. Make sure the campaign objective is video views. Come down here. Budget optimization. You're going to turn off. And then you're going to click next. So the ad set, right? We're probably going to be doing, like if you're an online tutor, you can do like USA, right? For me, I'm a local tutoring center. I have some online stuff too, but primarily I focus on my tutoring center locally. So, but for you guys, let's just say you would put like USA. Let's just say parents to keep it simple, and then $5 a day. Let's just say, okay, and you could change this to whatever you want, right? It doesn't have to be $5. It can even be less. It can be $3, $2. I recommend starting with $5, but everybody's budget is different. So just pick a budget that you can run consistently, okay? And then the retargeting ads, you don't have to run these things forever. Cool. So your daily budget, you'd go here and you'd pick $5. You could start it whenever. Typically, I like to start these guys at midnight of the next day. Just give it a full 24 hours the next day, so it starts out fresh. Now, so United States for you guys, right? Ages, I typically do 25 to 65 plus usually, or I'll do like to 55, right? Because you're looking for age appropriate kids, right? So typically people below 25 don't really have like a kid that's tutorable yet, sometimes, but we're looking for the majority. So all genders is fine. Sometimes I'll even just select women, because I know 80% of the population in the USA, at least, like the financial decisions are made by the girl. But if you want genders all, it's fine. You can edit. So here, this is where I'd put like parents all would be good. Now, if you only tutor like a specific demographic, like let's say you do, you're interested in like parents with preteens from 9 to 12, right? You could select that instead. But just for sake of being general, parents all is typically what I would do. And then automatic placements is totally fine. You can do manual placements, but I've personally seen that you get better results with automatic placements. But this is an engagement ad, so actually, I take that back. Since you're doing engagement on some of the on some of the different like places that ads can be put at, you can't really get too much engagement, because an engagement is like a like, a comment, or a share. So actually, I take that back. So what I'd like to do is actually do Facebook and Instagram, and let's just do the feed. So you take all this stuff off. So you just want the Facebook news feed, the Instagram feed. You can take off the stories, take off the in-stream, take off the search, and then take off the in-article, and then you're all good to go. So for engagement, you can do news feed, Instagram feed. If you're sending these people to your website or something, then automatic placement's perfect. So cool. And then cool. Then you're gonna click next. And then here's where you actually create your ad, right? So new ad, you would put, whatever, tutoring video, whatever your ad is. And then you would make sure you pick your proper Facebook account, right? The Instagram account, you could pick, this is an old company ad, but you can pick whichever Facebook page and Instagram account you want. If you don't have an Instagram account, that's fine. But if you do, you can like connect it directly here, because Facebook does own Instagram. So then what you do is you just simply click here, you add the video you want, right? So let's see, some old videos. Let's see, actually, you know what? Let's see what happens here. Page videos. Well, whatever. Let's just pick one, right? This isn't related to tutoring at all, but that's fine. I just kind of want to show you how it's done. So, like, here's the video, right? Cool. So, like, you have Facebook's going to go find people that are going to be willing to watch this video, right? And then you would come here and you would type your copy, right? The copy's going to change depending on what your video is, but, like, hey, people near your city, near city X, or hey, people, typically, I mean, it really just depends on the ad, but, I would just like, do Do you have a child or know of someone who is currently struggling in school? Question mark. And then you can just continue down, like, we have this really cool thing, da 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 da. Remember, the goal of this isn't really directly to sell them. If you get a client, awesome, that's really great. But it's really just to let them know what you're about. A lot of times, if you have like a good branding video, is really cool. Just like you talking about your brand, what you do, why you started tutoring, stuff like that. It's usually a really cool front end video. Just let them know you. There's a face to it, right? You can simply do that with your phone. Just, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Richard. So I'm actually the owner of this tutoring center here. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what we do, why I started. It got started. You just have a minute? Cool. And then you just like go on, right? So that's what I would do. And then this would just be like, hey, my name is Richard. I'm the owner of this tutoring center here. Hey, my name is, Richard. I am the founder of, XYZ Tutoring. I wanted to introduce myself and let you know a bit about what we do, why we started this company, and maybe we can even give you a hand, something like that. And then, check out more info here, and then like leave a link to your website or something, right? Because, you'll get traffic to it, right? So that'd be cool. Oh, I don't know why that happened. But anyway, something like that, right? You get your copy in there, you get the point. So then I would add my website in here just because some people are going to click. I wouldn't necessarily lead them directly to your front, like your home offer. But what I would do is, like, let's say this is all about math tutoring or something. I would send them to the math portion of your website, if that makes sense, right? Cool. And then once you're done, you literally just click publish, and you're set. Your video view campaign is going to be set. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to save this. So, and if you guys have any questions on like your copy or what you should write and stuff, you can either comment on this video or join the free Facebook group that's linked below. And you can post questions in there. I'm always in there helping people out and stuff like that. So cool. So that's how you make the video view, right? And then all you would do is you'd go up here, you'd literally repeat the process. But actually, so what you could do is actually easier is you can click, let's make sure you're at the campaign level, it's the ad level. Make sure you're here. You can click duplicate. Okay. Number of copies, 1. And then you go in here and then you could change it, right? So you could say, okay, we're going to do engagement now. So you do engagement. So you change that, and then you'd want to change the name, right? So this would be engagement, or PP is post, PPE is post page engagement. So you click engagement. Make sure you're doing for post engagement because you're trying to get engagement on the post. Make sure the budget optimization is off. You go in here and you do the same exact thing, except now most of it's already done for you. When you click here, you see the budget's here, the parents here, the date is here, the time is here. All of this stuff's already done for you. Manual placements is done for you. And then like it's all done for you. You just click here. Your tutoring video is already up. And you're all set, right? Like no button for this one. You can say like learn more or something. Put your website, right? Whatever website you're trying to send them to. And then you're all set. You click publish and you're done, right? Then what you're going to do now, once you have those 2 ads going or they're scheduled, you're going to go up here to business tools, audiences, right? And now we got to create those retargeting audiences. Come on, man, let's go. So you're going to go in here and you're going to create a custom audience. And now, so you would click video. What you would do is you would say, in engagement, you say 50% or more. You'd go up and you choose the video, right? So what was that? I think that was So you'd go and you choose this video, right? So like, for example, this video has 979 3-second video views, but I would just click this, click confirm. Now this is going to start to populate that audience I was telling you about. It's going to start populating an audience of people who watch this video 50% or more. Obviously, you're going to want to pick the video that you have in the ad, okay? Here, I typically put 180 days, and then the audience name would just be like video views 50%. You would explain the video, like you would say for this one is like, well, you know, you would say like, you know, tutoring video or whatever. Just make it as clear as possible, because eventually you have a bunch of audiences in here. So you really want it to be target like a organized, right? And then you'd put 180 days so you know how long this is, and you click create audience and you're done, right? So now this is starting to populate. This will populate over the next couple of days as your ad is running, and you'll start to grow that retargeting audience. And then custom audience, you go in here, and then custom audience, yeah. So then, you know, you did the video one, you would go in here and you'd say Facebook page. You'd click the page, right? Anyone, so you could say anyone who engaged with any post or ad, right? 180 days, and then you would say, you know, PPE, you know, or I would actually just say anyone who engaged with posts or ads 180 days, so you know what it is, right? Create audience, and then boom, you have this audience populating. And so go in here and mess around, look at all the different audiences you can make, right? Because website, right? If you're sending people to a website, so you can say all website visitors or people who went to a specific page of the website, right? Here I'd say like 180 days. You would put your website in here, right? www.mywebsite.com. So if it contains this, so you have to make sure you have a pixel, a Facebook pixel, which I'll cover in a different video, I'm sure. If not, just Google it, Facebook pixel. Make sure you have the Facebook pixel on your website, if it's, you know, Wix or WordPress or a ClickFunnels, whatever you're using, or else it won't even gather the data. And then you would just say, you know, website visitors, you know, my tutoring site, 180 days, click create audience, right? Obviously this is going to be useless to me, but and then you start to build up all these audiences, right? And so I'm going to cut this video here because it's getting kind of long, but in probably the next video or a couple videos after this, I'll talk about how to actually set up that retargeting, the retargeting campaign to start retargeting these audiences. But with that being said, your first step right now is start to build up some of those retargeting audiences and turn some of that cold traffic into people who have engaged with you, who know about you a little bit, who've kind of poked around and heard who you are, who you're about. And so really exciting stuff, man. So hopefully you guys can take this seriously. Remember, this is, if you need to take a screenshot or something of this is like the overview. So with that being said, in the next video, I'll most likely make the retargeting ads video. Excuse me. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when the next video is going to come out, because this is going to kind of lead into that. So it's going to be really important. If you're watching this video in the future, just go to the channel and look for the retargeting ads video. So anyways, guys, have a great day. Take action, and I'm really excited to hear you guys' results. All right, guys, have a good day.